game time. I'm on one, like it's Kelly and I'm Bay bound. Treat the greatest competition like the playground. Freestyling J Spin and make them say wow. Then I beat the brakes off until I'm stay down. Became a king from a common man, and I turned my worst critics to my staunchest fans and worked at it until the world was believing. They gave them no choice but to see it. They say the greats always aim high and still stay grounded at the same time. And so they see a sky native with the hang time. That's why ain't no one can see us when it's game time. They say the greats always aim high and still stay grounded at the same time. And so they see a sky native with the hang time. That's why ain't no one can see us when it's game time.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more FTL action. I am the host with the most, apparently, today. I am KJ, doing my best impression of Chris with a K, with the sleeveless shirt and the beautiful ruffled up hair. With me in the booth here is KG Fan. What is up, man? How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. How are you, sir?
I am feeling good, looking good, and not necessarily smelling good because I forgot to shower today. But, you know, it is what it is. We got a really good matchup tonight, though. This one is going to be fun. And you never know, we could see an upset here. We've got the Coyotes taking on the Owls in a depth league. There is a playoff implication for one of these teams, and that team would be the Coyotes. If the Coyotes win, they have clinched themselves a spot in the Adept playoffs.
Yes, and as of right now, we do have a prediction going towards the Owls to upset the Coyotes, and I'm liking that from the chat right now. Must be a few more Owls fans right here than the Coyotes fans. I'm not sure what that says, but I am looking forward to this game because if the Owls play a little spoiler, it just means that the Coyotes have a little bit of a tougher challenge to get to that playoff spot.
Yeah, and that's going to be definitely interesting to see, especially if the Owls can pull off the upset. But as of right now, let's go ahead and get these guys in here and get this first match underway. Again, all these games, best of 5. We've got a depth league tonight, the only game on the list. KG, are you ready for this one? Do you have any predictions?
Going with the Owls just because of the spoiler aspect. Let's see what happens on that.
I like it, as Overlord Bobby going to be able to put this one down towards the ground, but Tron Rex going to be able to take this one from him. Trying to get a second touch here, but Schmoogly going to put this one on target, and that is in, and the Owls take an early 1-0 lead, 12 seconds into number 1.
Yeah, the feel out period in game 1 is always it can always happen. Either the teams just play great defense or teams score right off the bat nice and crazy, and that obviously is one of them.
Yeah, and we'll definitely be keeping an eye on this one, as Lil Rigger gonna put this one close to net but not on target. Tron gonna go up in the air for this one, looking for a touch, gets it off the backboard. Lil Rigger coming in. Great save there from Overlord Bobby to be able to take care of that one. And just to let you know, KG, Overlord Bobby is a returner from last season, an Origin champion last season, coming into the Adept League this season. Played with the Griffins last season, I do believe, if my facts and memory serves me well, which it usually doesn't, but you know, we do what we can.
Yes, we do.
Smoothly getting past 2. Not able to find a shot on target though, as Tron Rex going to put this one back down into the middle. Great 50-50 from him. This ball going into the Owls corner. Tron able to take the boost. Little Rigger coming through. Going to be able to find another 50-50, but Tron Rex going to keep it in. Looking for a pass out to Little Rigger. Not going to be able to find it though, as Rigger's going to grab the boost and go back for the time being. Going to be able to take control. Gets a pop. Looking for a second touch, but Overlord Bobby, great patience from him. And the Owls have been playing very patiently, but Tron Rex, if any, he has to say anything but Schmoogly with a great save, and I feel really gross saying that name. I'm sorry.
Well, either way, he's definitely making great plays right now. He's definitely on the ball, and that first, obviously the first goal was a good touch, and that was a great save. Reading that, driving up the back wall, and letting Overlord Bobby take the bottom was a very good move. And it seems to me that they're probably doing a little good job of coming, as another good save right there by Schmoogly. They have a chance for counterattack as Overlord Bobby able to get it around, pass right back from Schmoogly. And it's going to go a little wide, although that is awesome. And I love seeing that happen in these types of games, as Lil is going to go for a pass off the wall and Tron can't read it. Can Lil get that in? But no, another save by Overlord Bobby as the ball trickles into the middle. Tron trying to get an attempt right here. Schmoogly going to punch it away. Lil for a shot and tempo is going to go a little too high. And a little bit of offense right there by the Coyotes, but a little bit of counterattack here by the Owls.
Yeah, and the Coyotes had a really good opportunity, as did the Owls, just not able to finish it. As Rigger going to get a small touch on this, looking for a pass out to Tron. This ball going dangerous towards net, but the Owls defense continues to hold strong, keeping the Coyotes scoreless. Not like the Coyotes haven't had pressure. This ball going down to the net though, and it is in, and Rigger with the pinch. I don't know how comfortable I feel saying that, but either way, we go ahead and go with it. I am having a blast right now. This is great. You love to see the 1-1 scores with half of the game played, and KG just wondering, you know, from your perspective, watching this, both of these teams look very evenly matched, despite what the records may say.
I agree 100%. I'm seeing some really good teamwork and really good play by both these teams. And you could argue that Bobby was with a nice little air drag right there, and Schmoogly just missing it. And there's another one. I think maybe a little bit of nerves or just maybe not as warmed up as you think in this particular game. Um, but they've had opportunities. And is this almost like a little bit of a dunk by Bobby, but he can't quite reach the net. And they're making plays, and they're really putting the pressure on the Coyotes, but the Coyotes are matching it, and just things are not going the way that they're hoping.
Yeah, and I just want to kind of throw this out there. The Owls are sitting at 1-7 right now, whereas the Coyotes are sitting at 5-2. But you would not be able to tell that from the way that this game has gone, as Tron Rex does get demoed in that back, or does get demoed, or gets a demo. He got a demo. I don't know. I think I misread. My eyes are tired. My eyes are old.
Ooh, nice bump too. Schmugly just bumping Lil right there and preventing them from getting a nice, good, clean touch. And that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to disrupt everybody. Schmugly trying to read this, does, and ooh, missing it. But I was going to say, does not hit it. He looked like he got it, but unfortunately, it doesn't come to fruition. As Schmugly with a good 50 on Tron, but that ball's going to hover in the air. Lil coming up and giving it right to Overlord Bobby. He's going to clear it to the opposite side corner. With 30 seconds to go, it is definitely anybody's ball game, as Tron getting it right back to the Owls. Schmugly with a great touch off the back end and getting it away from the center. This is going to be a pass to the middle. Lil can't quite get there, and the ball's going to go to the opposite corner.
Good opportunity for the Owls, though. Did we see game one overtime?
Ooh.
Oh, my. Oh, my gosh. You know what the greatest thing for content would be?
Keep it up.
No, not to keep it up. 5 games of overtime. I really feel bad for our streamer tonight if that happens. But Rigger, if he has anything to say about it, he does not want the overtimes to last for too long. A great shot from him, and the Coyotes are going to take game number 1, 2-1. What a play. What a kill right there in the center.
That was an excellent hit, too. That was a very, very nice touch. And when you get those solid contact hits, you just feel really good about it. And just beats the part of the goal. And unfortunately, the Owls, who played an excellent game, just couldn't quite finish it off. And the Coyotes were able to take that win. However, there's definitely plenty of time for them to get back into this. There's that right there. If this next game is anything like that, the Coyotes can't just sit back and relax. They have to play really hard, play really smart.
Yeah, and I kind of want to take a second and talk about these statistics that I'm looking at right now. The Coyotes had so much pressure. They put 8 shots on target, even though only 2 of them went in. The Owls, though, had the better shooting percentage at 50%, with 2 shots, even though only 1 of them went in. So, but the Owls looked like they had so much pressure and so much control for the better part of that game. That just, I mean, to me at least, that just shows that this Owls team does have what it takes. It's just they got to make sure that they are getting more shots on target and able to make the completion of those shots.
I agree 100%. A lot of those touches they were just went too wide to even be considered shots. So, but the pressure was there, like you said, it was there. So, yeah, like I said, I think I said before, it was just you can't really rest if you're the Coyotes. You have to make sure that you make those solid touches and get the clears, because if the Owls keep up this pressure, they're going to score eventually. It will happen. And as we have an attempt right here, Schmugly with definitely an attempt, and Bobby with an attempt. Oh, that's going to go back wall instead. And Schmugly, ooh, Tron missing it and Schmugly not going for it. And they kind of waste an opportunity, although I agree with them not going for it. Is Bobby going to try to control this? Getting it around Tron. Schmugly coming up. That's going to bounce off Tron. Possible second hit, and nobody goes for it. Schmugly missing that one. And unfortunately, that attempt doesn't go anywhere as well. So they can't continue that trend of not enough pressure, as Schmugly missing and Lil missing. But Tron taking this ball and coming up into under 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Both teams just kind of trying to find their footing, it feels like.
Yeah, I guess you could say that the pressure is insurmountable. As much of a joke that might be, this ball's going to land in the middle, and that ball's going to go in. That was a fast one, as Overlord Bobby going to be able to find a goal here. But the trend so far, even though there's only been one game, is that the Owls scored first last game, they scored first this game, but can they keep a hold of the lead? If they have to be able to continue the pressure and continue scoring, because as much as I'm just gonna shut up.
You don't need to. You definitely don't need to, because that right there, I think Schmoogly,
passing play.
yeah, Schmoogly came out way too far. I'm not sure if they saw it or just saw it last second, but sometimes you just got to go for that and just kind of hope for the best, close that angle right there. But that's hindsight 2020.
But it's 2022.
Oh no.
Anywho. It is nice to see. It is very refreshing to see the passing plays coming out, but this is a good opportunity for the Coyotes, and they're going to put a second one in. Lil Rigger finding himself another goal in this series. Overlord Bobby just accidentally side flips on that one. Very unfortunate for him. Owls still have plenty of time, though, so 3:35 left to go. Only 2-1, only down by 1. So there is still a very good opportunity, but the Owls cannot let this game get out of hand.
Ooh, no, and if you're the Owls, you just kind of let that one go. Missed touches happen all the time. As Bobby, and I think that what they got to do, they've been doing a good job of doing the one-on-ones and getting around the Coyotes. It's just sometimes you just can't quite get back in time. Is Bobby going to clear this out and get it past Tron, and they're going to go fight for it? Tron meets him with a 50, is sort of just sits there, but Lil coming back and clearing the corner and trying to take over. A little bit of an overdrive right there as Overlord Bobby able to get it away.
No.
That's a nasty hit, and here we go. Oh no. Oh no! No! Oh, that was a good save. Bobby keeping it in. Definitely that pre-flip did not help, did it?
Wow. Oh my gosh. That was exciting, but that's a really good demo there. That really relieves a little bit of pressure for the Owls. John putting that one all the way down. Bobby says, I don't need that boost. I'm going to pass this down to my teammate. Smoothly going to be able to get a touch on this, but it's going to go wide. And he does get killed for his efforts, and now all the physical play is happening. Now we're getting physical. You know, as the song says, let's get physical. That is what, 6 demos in the last 30 seconds?
I think so. We have not a demo that time, do we? We have a nice shot on goal. 3-1. Coyotes kind of asserting themselves right now, and the missed touches are starting to add up when the opportunities have come in and they haven't quite come in. Gone into the goal. Those are starting to add up, and the difference here is that the Coyotes, they have 4 shots on goal, and they're really taking it to them. That's a 75% shooting percentage right now. That's really, really good.
That's a clanger all the way down to the backboard. Schmoogly going to be able to find a touch here. Von Rex, not a very good touch from him. Bobby going to go for this one. Going to look for the double. Almost finds it, but a great save there from Rigger to be able to turn that ball away and keep that 3-1 lead, because Bobby was on track to be able to touch that one down. Schmoogly going to put this one into the mid. Bobby almost gets the angle for it. Great bump there. It's a double bump, but Von Rex going to be able to take control. Get past Schmoogly, not going to be able to. I feel really awkward saying that. I'm sorry. It's very hard for me not to say that with a big old smile on my face. I'm going to be able to get in front of Schmoogly's shot there.
That's good defense.
Get past one. I forgot what I was saying. What a touch there from Tron. So close, but what a great save by the Owls.
They still got time.
So here's the thing, KG, is the Owls defense is holding relatively strong. As Schmoogly going to be able to find a goal there. Put the Owls down by just 1. But the Owls defense has been relatively decent, whereas the offense is struggling, and it was struggling in game 1. Now it's starting to pick up a little bit. Do they have what it takes to be able to win this game?
Oh, darn right they do. They're playing really well, although that's not the touch you need. A little bit over, though. Can they take advantage of that miss? Ooh, just cannot. Unfortunately, right there, that basically that, not quite a center, but he passed it almost directly to Tron, and that's a great touch by Lil to get that in there. And Schmoogly almost saving it. I mean, they're still fighting. There's still 32 seconds. I don't want to count them out. I still feel like there's time.
There definitely is time, and crazier things have definitely happened, especially here in the FDL with twos. I mean, we've seen a 3-goal lead evaporate in 15 seconds before. It's just all in what the Coyotes can do if they can keep this ball out of their net, and it looks like they're going to be able to. They just need to get one more touch on this ball, and that right there is probably going to be able to do it. As Rigger going to put this one down, ball still up in the air. Owls are going to want to try to keep this one up, and they're not going to be able to. And the Coyotes take game number 2, putting themselves on match point. Do the Owls have what it takes based off of these 2 games that have been played?
It's an absolute yes. I cannot stress it enough that it is definitely possible. They just aren't getting. It's just nothing's going right for them on the offensive end. They've had a couple of decent hits, but they've had plenty of opportunities. The Coyotes have given them chances, and fortunately, they just kind of go a little too high or a little too wide. And yeah, it's kind of just not their night. However, I think if they just keep pushing forward and trying to just like establish like a positive mindset, that they can do it, because they've had some good teamwork, they've had some good defense, and it really, it's what it's all about.
Yeah, I will on one hand 100% agree, but on the other hand, the Coyotes have just been mounting pressure and putting shot after shot after shot after shot on net. We see in this one the Coyotes with 7 shots, only 1 save, because that's all they had to do. They didn't have to overextend themselves on the defensive side.
No, I
The
agree
Owls on the other
100%.
the Owls I was going to say the Owls on the other hand, they've had to kind of overextend themselves on defense and have been overextending themselves on offense, giving the Coyotes that opportunity whenever the Owls are on low or no boost.
Well, then I'm gonna say this. Even though I hear all these awesome things that the Coyotes are doing, I'm still gonna go with the Owls, because I kind of want to see more Rocket League. No offense. No, I
Hey,
loved I
I
loved everything
like
you
it,
said. Oh no, no. Hey,
but
sorry, I don't want
Trimax
to
is
play.
going to be a little bit too speedy for you there.
Yeah, I don't want to play biased here. I just kind of like, I like watching Rocket League. So
And
I don't want to sound.
we see a card change from Schmoogly
Ooh.
switching to the Dominus. Should we'll have to, you know, as they say in dodgeball, it's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll have to see if it works out for him. Is this one going to be awkward? And
Ooh.
Little Rigger almost gets a hold of that one to be able to find it on target or in the net. Excuse me, it was on target. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Rigger's going to continue this pressure. Owls able to break out. No boost though, and that's the big thing that we've been taught. That I was saying, the Owls are finding themselves on no boost consistently because Tron is going to be able to just take a really easy shot here because Schmoogly cheated up too far, found himself in no man's land, and the Coyotes quickly, 29 seconds in, up 2-0.
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, right now that 1-0 lead is one thing, but 2-0 this early, even though it's plenty manageable, a lot of time left. That's a mistake you cannot make right now, as they're getting a shelled right here early on. As this has an opportunity though, Overlord Bobby, Tron coming into the goal. Schmoogly is centered, but Tron with a great defensive play as Bobby couldn't get around.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. That's great. That's a great bump as well. Now they have an open goal. Bobby getting pinballed into it, and that ball's going to go in. Yes, it does. And a little bit of a miscommunication there, wouldn't you say?
What just happened?
Um,
That was the most awkward thing I've ever seen, but we love it. We love it here. Overlord Bobby getting credited with Schmoogly's goal, but that ball going to go in off of a kickoff. What is happening with this game 3?
Oh, it's just some mistakes, like just unfortunately land a little too close and Schmoogly not able to get back. This game is, I'm telling you, this could go any way. It's 4 minutes in, or a minute in, 4 minutes to go, sorry, and a 3-1 lead. Where Lil with a I'm not sure if you saw that kickoff by Lil. And Bobby with a nice dunk. Oh, or sorry, bounce
Oh,
shot. And unfortunately, that doesn't go in. See, those are the types of things just aren't
and
happening, and
that
Bobby
ball
can't
is
get
going
it.
to go in.
Yeah, that right there is kind of the epitome. He made a great play. Unfortunately, the touch wasn't there. Then nice and of course that one, while a nice shot, it's of course that one goes in.
You're still going to go for the Owls. I see you.
Yes.
I can appreciate. I can respect the commitment. I can respect the commitment completely.
Going full bore
Hopefully,
until I see zero.
well, it is still remain to be seen because there is still 3:30 left to go. As that's a good dunk there from Overlord Bobby.
Maybe even after.
This one, but the Owls do double commit here. As Tron gets a really awkward touch. While going down, Rigger gonna take over. Push this one down into the corner. Does. Really gonna be able to clear this one out, but there is a double commit there from the Coyotes. Now, here's the thing: two in the corner. It's not a good thing, but Rigger able to get in front of that one just barely because that was pinching towards the net, and that ball's going to go in on an unfortunate own goal from Tron Rex. I don't know if you saw it, but he did happen to hit this one in, but a great shot there from Bobby to make that so awkward.
That's that right there is the kind of the message is throw it into the middle and make it awkward for people. Make them make a decision. Is another possible kickoff goal is Tron not able to read that. Schmugly is going to slow play that. Good job recognizing that the defense wasn't there. Coming off wall, does get it over Lil towards goal, but Tron's going to hit that away. And the Owls are still here to play, although a little bit of a double commit there. Bobby going to come down, can get that pass off, does, but Lil going to stop it, and an excellent play by Lil on defense, as now Schmugly trying to stop him, bumping him, getting in front, and trying to just be a nuisance to give Overlord Bobby a nice clear opportunity. And while the Owls are down 4-2, you can't help but think that they still are fighting really hard, and they definitely aren't out of this game.
Yeah, and it's definitely nice to see them have some life, especially with that shot from Overlord Bobby. He's been having great shots like that all game, but just not able to get any of them to fall. For him to be able to get that one to fall, as this one may fall in there as well.
My
so
goodness.
close. Right off the crossbar. Crossbar is the Coyotes' greatest friend right now because there have been so many times where there should have been goals. The Owls should have been in the lead. Just the crossbar being a very good friend to them today.
Mm-hmm.
John trying to put this one out the low rigger, not going to be able to find the shot. Just goes a little bit outside. Great touch there from Bobby. Rigger with another save. Bobby still won this one. Not going to be able to find it. Rigger being a defensive maniac right now. I believe I wanna fact check myself here. Yeah, that is, even though that is Rigger's first save, he has prevented a lot of very good shots from the Owls.
Yes. Yes, he
He's
is.
gonna put this one down. Rigger clearing it all the way back down. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the Coyotes should just be comfortable maintaining this 4-2 lead.
Yeah, they definitely can just sit back and they want and just kind of slow play. Although that right there is an opportunity, but nope, they don't have to worry about it. Schmugly, although kind of centering it, Bobby having to almost pinch it in his own goal. Unfortunately, that does not go in. Schmugly trying to. Now they're playing a little too aggressive, and that ball had an opportunity, but Schmugly's hitting that away. And I'm not sure that they're kind of scrambling a little bit right now. Bobby can't get it around Tron. Schmugly trying to catch it and does with a good catch, and Tron able to stop it, but right into Overlord. Schmugly hitting it opposite side. That's actually a good play to get it away from Lil to make them move to it, but unfortunately the miss and Lil trying to control it with under 30 seconds to go. It is starting to look a little tough for the Owls to get back in this.
Yeah, they need to score right now if they want any sort of chance, but with a touch like that from Rigger and a shot like that from Bobby, it's not looking too good. They have to score in this very moment, and they will not. Bobby gonna be able to get past one, gonna get a consolation goal. No. But unfortunately for the Owls, the Coyotes are gonna take this one in a very well, actually, I wouldn't even say a very convincing sweep. The Owls definitely kept it close. They played very well, but in the end, as Linkin Park once said, it didn't even matter because the Coyotes are going to be able to take this one 3 games to none. And what a series it was! It was a lot closer than I think a lot of people may have thought it was going to be.
Oh, I agree. Actually, to be honest, when you look at just records, a 1-7 versus a 5-2, and you obviously the 5-2, they wanted to clinch. They won this to clinch a playoff spot, if I'm not mistaken. Um, that being said, you know that some pressure's on them, and the Owls put up a massive fight. And like you said, it was not a massively convincing sweep, but they did win. They ended up persevering. They won the overtime game, and they had every chance to lose it when the Owls had so many opportunities, just couldn't close it.
Yeah, and speaking of the Coyotes, we do have them here with us now for a post game interview. Congratulations, Lil Rigger and Tron Rex, on your guys' 3-0 sweep. You guys have now officially clinched a playoff spot in Adept League. How are you guys feeling?
Good.
Feeling really good. I mean, that was a nice hard win. I mean, I think it's like our sixth in a row or something like that. So I like
Sixth or
that we keep the
seventh,
streak
yeah.
going.
Yeah, that put this after this win, it puts you guys at 6-2, competing with the Eagles for that top spot. There is a good possibility, depending on the way that the Eagles game goes, whenever that one has been scheduled. But I do kind of want to talk about this. Was it a lot closer than you guys thought it was going to be?
Uh, Not so much. I was kind of expecting close games.
Yeah, I kind of always expect a close game, and I played with Bobby before, so I know that he's very solid and he keeps things very close, and he thinks about everything he's doing. So when I played with him, I knew that. So I knew that he was going to be on top of every ball, every move we made.
KG, you got anything for these guys?
I to be actually, I think did it kind of not? I wouldn't say the word scare you, but as you had a couple of 2-goal leads, and the Owls were kept putting that pressure on you, and the balls that just kept going a little too high or too wide. Were you concerned that eventually they might start hitting him like solidly and going in, or did you just kind of think that the way you're playing this game is going to persevere? Yeah.
We we weren't stressing at all on it. If they had heavy pressure, but we were missing some, but we had good defense and we were giving the pressure right back. So even if they
Yeah,
did
I'd
get
say
the
the
lead,
same
we were
thing.
going
Like
to give
when
it
they were
right
putting
back.
shots up, I was thinking the same thing as him. Like when we put shots up, I thought we had good pressure on defense, good challenges. We're always there with their shots. So it's not like their shots were missing just because they missed.
I agree with you, but yeah, just but some of them they started to get a little close early on. But you're right, you guys definitely were on top of them throughout the entire game, and even though they had a decent amount of attempts in your zone, your defense was the better defense of the two
Yeah,
teams. Yeah,
we were communicating real well. We knew where each other was the entire time, when we were challenging, when we were behind each other. So
Yeah, I'd say that was
like
a really solid game from the two of us. I really enjoyed that one.
and hey, you guys played awesome. KJ, got what else you got?
I the only other thing I have is now that you guys have been able to clinch a playoff spot, what is the one team that you were looking forward to playing again? Or actually, I have to throw this in there as well because I forgot. We also have the Blitz Cup happening right now, which is filled with some really good adept players who will end up being placed into the Adept League playoff bracket. So, are there any teams that you are really looking forward to playing once the playoffs start?
You go ahead, Rigger. I'll answer
I'm
after.
I'm actually not quite sure. To
Yeah,
be
I
totally
don't. I'm
honest,
not. No disrespect to anyone in the Blitz Cup. I don't know who's on which team, so I can't speak to which one I want to play. I know I want to play the Rams because Psycho won the Titan, and I played with him, and I'd like to play against him as a team game. And the Eagles because I think they beat us pretty handily earlier in the season, and I know Unseen's pretty good with it. So
yeah,
I always like being
Unseen,
challenged against those best players.
Unseen and Psycho are both good players.
Yeah,
Okay,
not
well,
calling them out, but I'm calling them out.
hey, I respect it. That is what we like to see, and that is what we are looking for whenever we do these interviews. But KG, if you have nothing else for these gentlemen,
Mm-mm, I do
all
not.
right, well that works out perfectly. That is going to do it here and wrap it up for us here at FDL for tonight, at least. Please come on back tomorrow, 8 p.m. We've got some really good FTL action for you, and we definitely hope to see you then. As of right now, and for now, it has been myself, KJ, alongside KG. Please don't get us confused because I get confused. I just got confused trying to say that. We will see you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys have a good night.
Have a good night.
Thanks, guys.